Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on where you're watching this video from. My name is Shane. My Instagram and social media name is aka Eyeball. Anyway, I'll try and cut this video short. This is literally the third time I've attempted to create content for my YouTube channel. In about 8 years, I've done it 3 times. The first time I created about 5 videos. They were messy, life was messy, and I threw it in. The second time was about 4 or 5 years ago. I made about 20 videos. I'm glad I didn't let them go. Well, I did let them go, but I'm glad I didn't keep them up. And because I've recently watched them back, and they were a bit cringy, but it's alright. Anyway, I want to do it again. And this time, intentionally, I will continue doing so. And I will leave this video here. I'm uploading other shorts and things like that just to keep content going, but I'm about to go for a drive from Sydney. You're welcome to come with me if you'd like to invest some of your time to watch this video. I'll try and keep it short. Either way, all good. Thank you for watching this far. I'll explain a bit more about myself in other content videos and things like that. Until then, thanks for watching. Ciao for now. Peace. So as I'm driving up, things are going through my mind as they usually do. As most of us would know, when you're on a long distance drive by yourself, you're either listening to music or a podcast or doing something else. Usually, I have thought processes and things come across my mind, which is usually a good thing, as long as it's all positive. But yeah, I was just questioning myself and thinking if this content would be relevant for my YouTube channel, and I believe it is, because sometimes I see other content creators, motivational speakers, religious leaders, life coaches, etc., etc. They will get on and they'll create their content or provide their service, video service, however they may do it, and they say things at the start of the message like, I don't know who this is going to, I don't know who is going to need to hear this, I don't know who this message is going to find, etc., etc., things like that. But the reason they say that is because they actually do know who the message needs to go to, or the sort of person will need to hear their message, you know what I mean? So it's their way of it's our way of reeling people in to listen to this message of hope or inspiration or whatever it may be. But the fact is they know the sort of person. So I am going to try and convey this message knowing that what I'm about to say will intentionally help the person that this message is going to go out to, which, I understand their situation and scenario, as I've probably been there, maybe worse, maybe better, I'm not sure. What I'm about to talk about, I hope this message finds you well and serves its purpose. In life, when you're trying to develop and you're trying to go through some personal development, you're trying to grow, you're trying to learn, you're trying to experience your entrepreneurial endeavors, self-development endeavors, creativity endeavors, whatever it may be, financial endeavors. It's usually a period of your life where you realize the toxic people you hang around, or the toxic settings or environments that you're in, are holding you back. And that may occur in your late teens, it may occur in your 20s, early 30s, but it does occur at some point because you can't break away from that chain, that environment which is holding you back essentially from growing, right? And usually people at whatever period in their life realize this, and it's a very, 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 very difficult thing to peel away from people and your social environments and the toxic settings and the toxic people, because often you don't even realize how toxic or poisonous some people are, even though they may irritate you, but you know them well, so it's your environment, you're used to it. But one of the hardest things about self-development, entrepreneurialism, creativity, anything of that nature, is peeling away from people and your settings and your environment and staying away from it. That's even harder, right? It's like giving up a lifelong addiction or a habit. And the strongest one, it'd be, I've done it and I still do it. And you will have to do it if you haven't done it yet and you want to develop and grow. But anyway, I'm rambling on. So whether you listen to this or not, I'm not sure. So once you've acknowledged that part of your life, that you have to peel away from people in order to grow, right? Toxic environments, toxic behaviors, toxic people, settings, etc., etc. And it's no hate towards them, because we as people usually don't even know our toxic behaviors. Sometimes it's unintentional. It's like it's subconscious. It's by nature, and you don't realize until you break away from it, and that takes hard as well. But anyway, on your personal journey, whatever age you may be, you've decided, I need to break away from this. I need to get away. I'm broke. I'm behind financially. My health's all over the place. My mind, my heart, everything is all over the place. You just don't know, right? You really have no clue. You just know that your growth isn't happening here. So you eject yourself and you go for the run, right? And you go to learn everything you can, to do what you can with any resources you can. Books, meditation, religion, faith, whatever it may be. You try your hardest work, and you're still always going to come up against trials and tribulations during that process when you've peeled away and you're trying to meet new people, trying to grow, etc., etc. So again, I feel like I'm rambling on, so I don't know how long this has been recording for. 6 minutes. It's a long time. I'll try to cut it down under 10. So anyway, as you're developing, doesn't matter what circumstance you're in and how you're living, you stick to your truths, and you continue to grow, you continue to learn through whatever resources you need, right? Whether you're broke, poor, uneducated, disabled, whatever it may be, you just continue to try and grow. You know that you need to. You've had enough, right? You've had enough of that environment, the people. You know who you want to be like, and you know who you don't want to be like. So you're at a point where you're meeting a lot of people, and you meet life coaches, mentors, potential business partners, people that align with your health and fitness goals. You meet so many people that you cross in your path of life, and you go, oh, this person's great for me. I'm going to grow with them. And that's great. You need these people in your life. You really do need these people in your life to grow. But there's another step in your life and your journey where you have to go, okay, these people are on their specific journey. They have their agendas. They will be good-natured. They will mean well. They will help you, and you will help them. But at some point, you also have to go, okay, I'm growing a little bit too much in their direction for their favor. And then you have to say to yourself, okay, that's not exactly right for me. And then you'll look for other resources like mentors, like social media influencers, like this. And they are also great for you. They are very good for you as part of the development process. What I'm getting at here will come soon, right? I'll try to cut it down to 10 minutes. So you're going on this journey. This will take several years, most likely, maybe decades. I'm not sure. But as you're going through this journey, you realize once you peel back from people and you're growing, the more people you peel back from. Oh, and by the way, if you meet someone that loves you, doesn't matter how long that relationship is for, if someone intentionally heartfelt loves you and wants to grow with you, for you, together as they grow, that is always a great thing, right? Despite the scenario or circumstances, how difficult it may seem, there's very, very limited people that will express love and compassion for yourself and your journey. You'll have thousands and thousands of friends. You'll have thousands and thousands of people in your social setting. You'll have a lot of people you'll meet and greet and be on your way and part with, but there's very few that you'll come across that actually admire and love you, right? And you should really try and stick it out with them or continue your journey with them in some kind of connection. So anyway, even then you'll peel back, but you'll get to a point in your journey where things still don't seem to add up. You believe you've got it right spiritually, you're faith-based, you're you're not really economically in front, you're still struggling, but you think you're healthy, you're physically okay, but still things aren't adding up. And you go searching for mentors and influencers and pay for life coaches, maybe, you study these people, and that's the best, right? But the best and main thing you need in your physical life, outside of God, right? God first, always. But God will bring forth to you someone, right? It only has to be one. It might be 2 or 3 in your lifetime, but it just has to be that one person that not only practices what they preach, but they can prove it, right? So many people you will come across practice what they preach. I practice what I preach most of the time, right? When it comes to health, work, business, things like that, compassion, love, whatever. I believe I practice what I preach. But unless I'm deliberately with someone and intentionally showing them proof of where I came from and what I have and what I've done, it's just practicing what I preach, right? So when someone you meet in your journey can prove it, and they open their life, they open their doors to you for free, out of their heart, their willingness, that's a true mentor, okay? That's, despite all of these mentors, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of them globally now, that expect you to pay them in return for what they know, your truest and most valuable mentor in your life will come and look at you. They will be at either their pinnacle of their profession or their career, or they're at the end of it and they don't have much more else to do. For me, I met mine about 11 years ago. I was lucky enough to be with him a couple of days, 3 days a week, not all day, but for that time, for 6 to 7 years. And he ended up being, and still is, the most significant person in my life, the most significant male in my life ever, by far, who was my actual mentor, who I knew, and I love him to this day for it, that I knew, that was the person that ejected me way beyond the thousands and thousands of people I had met and the things I'd done before, because he was an older gentleman. His name was Doug. He had Parkinson's disease. He was very successful. He had extremely successful real estate business, hundreds of staff, many millions of dollars, many property portfolios. His brother, his sister, they were all very, very successful, extremely successful, in fact, and they came from the sticks out in rural Australia. So anyway, getting back to my point, it's that one person on your journey that you have to either wait for or work for, right? And they will see you, and they will know you, and they will want to know you. They will intentionally open up their life and their door to you to help you grow, because they look at you and they say, oh, I love this young man, I love this young woman, I know exactly what they're dealing with, and I'm not that busy as I used to be, and I have proof of what this person needs to do, and they have extremely good potential, right? And that's the person. It's probably one to 3 people in your lifetime that will do this for you, if you're actively in the process of self-development and growing and learning, right? If you're happy to go with an average life, that's fine too. It's great. It's very good, especially if you're safe and secure. But when you're coming from the pits and you're trying to grow, some people often will see it and love it. So yeah, what I'm saying is, on your self-development journey, this has really gone on for too long, it's like 15 minutes almost, but on your self-development journey, it's very confusing, it's very confronting, it's very difficult. Sometimes you feel like you're having a stroke, you get injured, you get sick, you lose a lot of money, you break down, you get breakups. It's just punishment. But there's going to be one person, maybe a couple or more, that is going to be so significant in everything that you've dealt with that you're going to just absolutely love the fact that you got to be with them and be around them. And it's once you meet them that your life evolves better. And you start to notice it in increments. When you're around this person that opens their door and their heart to you, you start noticing in increments, oh, this really does work. Okay, he or she does show me what to do and listens to me. They listen. They actively and intentionally listen and answer with honesty. They don't come with agendas. They don't force you to do things unwillingly, unhealthy. It's just amazing, and I love Doug for that, and I miss him. But yeah, so yeah, I do know who this message needed to go to. I do know what you're going through. I don't know what you're actually going through, but I understand it and I acknowledge it, and as you should too. It's painful, I'm telling you, it's painful. It's really, really bad sometimes. But yeah, when you meet that one person, from there on things grow and evolve. Unfortunately for me, Doug did pass away 5 years ago, but my life developed a lot more after that, a lot more, and it's still developing, and I'm still, leaning on him, leaning on God, leaning on Christ, and doing my thing. But physically, I'm very appreciative of Doug, and I hope that in your journey, I don't hope, I know that if you're actively growing, if you're actively doing self-development, if you're avoiding toxic behaviors, or just trying so hard not to get stuck into them cycles of toxic behaviors, that person comes along, they see it, they go, oh yeah, man, yeah, young woman, yeah, son, yeah, brother, whatever it may be. A lot of them, they help family members or something, but fortunately there's some that are kind enough. Like Doug helped a lot of people, hundreds, lost people, and they didn't appreciate it, I don't think, but I did forever. So yeah, anyway, I just rambled on for 16 and a half minutes. It was on my mind. I want to put it on my YouTube channel. I know who that message belongs to and will help. You don't have to have had to come from suffering. You don't have to have come from, toxic environments, so to speak, in extremely turbulent lifestyles and upbringings and, crime and things like that. Sometimes life is just sad and depressing, even for, middle class and upper class people. And they get a bit lost at times, and you get lost, but it's just that message is for anyone on a self-development journey of growth, spiritual, physical, mental, everything. You just want to grow. You just need to. You know that whatever's happening, this ain't working. And you're willing to just go for years and years and years and tens of years and decades in order to not be the people that you were surrounded by your whole life. The people that probably didn't even realize that tried to drown you, that tried to take you out, that tried to stop you, that tried to prevent you from growing because they can't grow. They're not strong enough. It's not that they're weak, it's they're not strong enough. But you are. You're strong enough. That's why you keep doing it. That's why you keep searching. That's why you keep getting smacked back, thrown back. Not 2 steps, you get thrown back like 10. You'll be near death sometimes. People will never even notice. And you get up and you go, no. If I get thrown back that far, trust me, I'll end up getting thrown back that far to where you end up being back in them toxic environments and around them toxic people. Doesn't happen. Anyway, keep chipping away at your journey. I went way over double time on this message. I apologise whether you watched it or not. Keep going, keep growing, keep glowing. Shit's going to get very dark. You got a little bit of light, just a little bit of light. The faith of a mustard seed, as the Bible states. You will grow. The faith of a mustard seed. Just a little bit of light when everything is dark. Everyone is just a little bit of light, just a bit of spark. Just walk outside, smell some fresh air. and your mentor will come. Your mentor will come. You might get 2 or 3 of them. You might get a handful of them. In life, you really only need a handful or 2 handful of really close people. 5 to 10 people, really close that you love and care for. You need a few people that you aspire and inspired about, but you need one true mentor that opens their life, and they will come. They will come. They're there. They're probably watching this video. No, probably not. They don't have time for this video. But they have time for you because they know you and they love you and they want to see you grow and succeed because that's what they had to do. Anyway, thanks. Let's keep going to Port Stephens. You can see some scenic stuff as opposed to listening to me this whole time. 20 minutes! I just rambled for 20 minutes. That's a long time. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now. Peace. Bye. This suburb is called Colette. This is the main street, and I am, the zoom was on. I'm going to be stopping here to get some lunch, the Colette store, some fish and chips. I won't be eating many of the chips, if at all. I'll just eat fish. And yeah, these houses are nice on the waterfront and the sun is shining. Yeah.